Good afternoon. Today is Friday, March 30th, 2018. I'm Joe Paul, the local president. I've got a lot of things to talk about today, so I'll talk a little fast, but try to stay with me. The Function One schedulers and the clerk craft in the Orlando Seminole PNDC, they're getting close to finishing on Tour 1 because now they've offered a lot of people back to their retreat rights. So soon, that'll be over with. The Orlando PNDC, they're starting their 4th closed section on Tour 2 and Tour 1, and Tour 3 is over. So now, whenever we have any more residual vacancies on Tour 3, they're going to go up installation-wide. And incidentally, we've had 5 pages of bids just came out. Well, they're coming out on the 4th or 2nd or 4th of April of this month. So keep your eyes out on those. There's some good jobs, a lot of good window jobs too in the stations. Let's see. I'll be having a 5th stewards class coming up, probably 2 to 3 weeks. We have 10 people signed up. Kind of excited about that. We want to get more people out there to represent you. We're going to give them the tools. We have new computers. I give you everything in the flash drive, the contracts, and we're going to give them hands-on treatment. So you're going to be better represented, and we're pretty, like I said, we're excited about that. If you request a steward and you don't get a steward, request a second time. We do not want you to go without a steward. If you request a couple, 3 times and you don't get one, you need to contact the union office at 407-854-6396, and we'll make sure we get that problem taken care of. Let's see, PSE and PTF conversions obviously are still a little slow because of the accessing all over the country. And I wrote here explain. Let me explain how that goes. If you're in an associate office, say level 22 and below, and you have a residual vacancy, they post it in the office. If nobody wants it, no regular, it goes, there's 2 e-reassign lists, basically. The first one is the 21-day e-reassign, where they post it for any offices that are experiencing excessing within 100 miles. If nobody comes from there, then it goes on the regular e-reassign, and you look at it like a circle. You got the regular e-reassign, everybody in the country that wants to come to an office. Plus, you have people that are in impacted facilities, which are called priority e-reassign. So now they get a chance to look at those jobs. Now, if you're coming from an impacted facility and you're an employee there, you jump right to the front of the line. So it's unfortunate for some of our people that are there, but that's kind of how that works. But if nobody wants it, then we're going to get our conversions. We've already got a handful recently. We've got 3 or 4 in Lakeland, a couple, 2 or 3 out there in the offices, and we're going to get more. So just kind of stay looking for that. Another big thing I'm getting questions about is a lot of PSEs are getting this PSE preferences sheet. So any office, any kind of PTF job, part-time flexible career job that is opening up, they're giving it to all the PSEs saying, hey, would you like to take this? You need to look at those jobs carefully because a PTF is only guaranteed 4 hours of pay period, not a full-time job. Or if management, you go there and management say, hey, just about a 30, 40-hour week job. It's not necessarily like that. You want to go there and talk to the people that work there. A lot of times, which I've experienced, people go there thinking it's 35 hours a week, and they wind up getting 15 or 20 hours a week. So really kind of stay diligent, look at that, check all of that out. I mentioned that last video. I mentioned it again this time. The LMOU arbitration for the PSEs in the Orlando PNDC and Seminole with regards to annual leave, that's coming up within a month or so. In the associate offices, the smaller offices all around our local, which we have over 100 of them, the arbitrator ruled against us in the incidental leave. But we know why, really. If you turn in an annual leave slip for incidental and they deny it, save that copy. We need that copy because we're going to pursue this again. We have local negotiations again coming up at the end of this year, within 60 days of the new contract. So we're going to pursue that. We're going to have more documented proof as to why that's good for us to get incidental leave, not at management's discretion. So we'll be on top of that. Let's talk about the staffing packages for maintenance in the Orlando PNDC and the Seminole PNDC. We're challenging all that, especially in the Orlando PNDC right now because Seminole, they have some custodian jobs going on. They have some MM jobs. So we're looking to keep our jobs high. That's what we want. We don't want to lose work. We also, when I talked about the in-service register at Seminole, we had 6 clerks taking those jobs. So they're supposed to start tentatively April 14th. Once they move over to the custodian craft, That's going to free up 6 jobs out of the clerk craft. So maybe we'll get some movement. They'll post those jobs. Hopefully they don't revert them. If they do, we'll challenge them. We'll get some conversions, hopefully. Maybe a transfer or two, but we're looking to get some conversions. That's what we want to do. In the Orlando PNDC, I want to talk about that again. There was a custodian job that went up there was a Saturday, Sunday off for years. Then all of a sudden, management had 40 days to look that job over if they wanted to make some changes, and they posted the job up with Saturday, Sunday. A little while later, they said, you know what, we want to take it down and change it. We went through the national APW, they said, no, you have to keep it posted. But I did send out a letter, which many of you saw. I just want you to know that management had made some kind of veiled threat, so to speak, saying, well, we will post it. They did repost it back with weekends off, but we might abolish that job or repost the job. We will challenge that if that happens. But I just wanted to let you know, they may not do it, but I want to let you know everything that I know, everything that I hear, you need to hear too. We need to stay on top of that, for sure. VMF is running pretty smooth. We're very happy about that in both the one that we have in Mid-Florida and the one we have in Orlando. Seminole, the Line H grievance, that's actually being looked at even as we speak today. They're meeting at step 3. So Ben Love is actually going to Mid-Florida, speaking to Mike Thomas from Labor today. Hopefully we can get another resolve out of that. Let's see, we have some discipline in the, motor vehicle craft that we're hoping to win on those. They're not removals, although we do have a removal. We were able to settle that, knocking it down to a 14-day, one of them. The other one, we haven't heard from the girl. So I don't know how that's going to be. It's not that great if we can't reach you, but we're trying to reach you. Lakeland, the last I spoke, they had 2 residual vacancies online. Well, they came down. One's going to come in from an impacted facility, and you're going to get another PSE conversion there. We need to always keep an eye on people doing our work. Our work is our work. If we have custodians doing clerk work, clerks doing custodian work, mail hunters doing our work or doing someone else's work, management doing our work, that's a grievance. You need to contact your steward, talk to management, get a steward there. We do not want that. We want to preserve our work. As far as the informational picket, we'll have more information on that as the time goes a little bit further, but we definitely want to fight for our jobs and secure our jobs. One other thing I meant to talk about, I don't have it in front of me, about the ambassador program. The union or the Postal Service wants to carry out this safety ambassador program, and they asked me today, do you have a problem with it? Because I heard that the union might have a problem with it. The union at the national level does have a problem with that. Let me tell you some of the things we are hearing that we're going to have a problem about it, and I'm going to send you something. I told management when I had a free moment, I would send them a letter about it. The Postal Service is trying to handpick people. They don't want union people. Someone that they might be an agitator. Another thing that they don't like, they want to have 1767s verbal rather than writing. Things like that. We have local negotiated safety committees. This thing, they want to handpick people. The union under Article 1 is the sole representative for our craft, and we need to have a voice in that. The union needs to be involved in who management's going to pick for these programs, at least from the APW represented crafts. A couple other things I want to talk about real quick. In the Orlando Seminole PNDC, which you saw some letters that I sent out, they had 5 cars having the windows bashed in. That's a problem, obviously. I've already addressed that. The inspection service is on that. That's an Orlando Police Department issue, and they're checking that out. The turnstile security problems that we have over there at the Orlando PNDC, they were non-operational, not really working that well. But now, all of a sudden, after I challenged this thing at the district level, now, all of a sudden, they're freeing up some money to get these things fixed. So we're staying on top of management with this, and we're going to be on top of management with this. And I just want to thank you all for being proud members of the APW and members of our Central Florida area local family. Thank you.